It was one of those rainy Tuesday evenings in the city where the neon lights reflected off the puddles like shattered dreams. And I, Alex Thompson, a 28-year-old graphic designer with a wardrobe that screamed, creative but can't commit, was about to embark on what my best friends swore would be the date of the century. Her name was Elena Vasquez, a mysterious artist I'd matched with on some app called SoulSync, the kind that uses AI to pair you based on your Spotify playlists and childhood trauma quizzes. Our profiles clicked. She loved indie folk and spontaneous road trips. I pretended to love the same to avoid another swipe left from my algorithm overlords. I arrived at Le Petit Coq, a cozy French bistro tucked into a cobblestone alley in downtown Seattle, 10 minutes early. The place was dimly lit with flickering candles and the faint hum of a jazz quartet in the corner. I fidgeted with my tie, a rare accessory for me, and scanned the room like a paranoid spy. What if she was the catfish? What if I was the catfish? My reflection in the wine glass showed a guy who'd spent too long debating between rugged stubble and clean-shaven safe, landing squarely on unkempt lumberjack. Then she walked in. Elena was a vision, wavy black hair cascading like a midnight waterfall, eyes the color of espresso with a dash of mischief, and a red dress that hugged her curves like it was painted on. She spotted me immediately, flashed a smile that could melt glaciers, and glided over. Alex, the guy who once tried to dye his hair blue and ended up with a green mohawk. I laughed, relieved. Guilty as charged, and you're the one who claims to have backpacked through Morocco on a whim. With nothing but a sketchbook and a questionable sense of direction, she replied, sliding into the seat across from me. The waiter, a wiry Frenchman named Pierre, who looked like he'd stepped out of a 1920s film, materialized with menus. Bonsoir, lovebirds. The escargot is divine tonight. Snails and garlic butter, a gateway to the soul. We ordered. I went safe with steak frites, she opted for the coup à vin, and the conversation ignited like dry tinder. Elena was a painter, specializing in surreal landscapes that blended urban grit with dreamlike whimsy. I once painted a whole series inspired by the inside of my eyelids after a bad burrito, she confessed, her laugh a melody that made the rain outside seem romantic. I shared my own disasters. The time I accidentally emailed my boss a meme about corporate overlords instead of the quarterly report, or how my last relationship ended because my ex couldn't handle my obsession with vintage video games. Pac-Man is therapy, I defended. That little yellow guy's got more resilience than half the people I know. As the wine flowed, a velvety Pinot Noir that tasted like forbidden fruit, so did the stories. We bonded over our mutual disdain for small talk, our love for late-night drives with the windows down, blasting obscure bands no one's heard of. Pierre kept the refills coming, winking conspiratorially each time. By the main course, Elena's foot had brushed mine under the table. Accidental? Intentional? And I felt that electric spark, the kind that whispers, "This could be it." But fate, that capricious jester, had other plans. Midway through her coup à vin, Elena's phone buzzed insistently on the table. She glanced at it, her face paling. "Oh no, it's my roommate. She says the building is flooding. Again. The super's useless, and I might have to bail to salvage my canvases." My heart sank faster than a stone in the sound. Flooding? On a first date? That's cinematic. She bit her lip, those espresso eyes pleading. I hate to cut this short. It's just everything I own is in that apartment. But this has been the best almost date I've had in ages. Desperation breeds creativity. What if we turn it into an adventure? I'll come with you. 2 heads and a guy's brute strength are better than 1. We mop up, dry out, and maybe raid an all-night diner for victory pie. Her smile returned, brighter than before. You're on, rescuer extraordinaire. But if we end up swimming in my living room, you're buying the pie. We dashed out into the downpour, hailing a cab that smelled faintly of wet dog and regret. The drive to her place in Capitol Hill was a blur of laughter and lightning flashes. Elena leaned her head on my shoulder, her damp hair tickling my neck. You know, most guys would have bailed, called it a night. Most guys aren't plotting a sequel where we battle the elements like post-apocalyptic heroes, she quipped. Her apartment was a third-floor walk-up in a creaky Victorian that had seen better decades. The lobby was a shallow pond, courtesy of a burst pipe on the roof. We sloshed upstairs, Elena leading the way with a jangle of keys. "Welcome to Casa del Chaos," she announced, flinging open the door. Inside was an artist's fever dream, walls splashed with half-finished murals of swirling galaxies and forgotten cityscapes, canvases leaning like drunken soldiers, and a kitchen counter buried under jars of pigments that looked like they'd been looted from a mad scientist's lab. Water dripped from the ceiling in lazy rivulets, pooling on the hardwood floors. "It's not as bad as it looks," she lied cheerfully, grabbing a mop from the closet. "Just a little indoor rain." We attacked the flood like a tag team wrestling match. I hauled buckets of water down 3 flights, muscles burning, while she salvaged paintings, propping them against windowsills to dry. Soaked to the bone, we bantered through the chaos. "If this were a movie, we'd have a montage with Eye of the Tiger playing," I grunted, heaving another pail. "Or raindrops keep falling on my head," she shot back, wringing out a towel that had once been white. Somewhere between the third bucket and the impromptu dance break to shake off the water, yes, we did that, something shifted. Her hand lingered on my arm as we passed a dripping sponge. Our eyes met, and the air crackled, not from the storm outside, but from the quiet realization that this mess felt right. Hours blurred into a haze of effort and exhaustion. By midnight, the floor was mostly dry, the paintings safe, and we collapsed onto her sagging couch, sharing a bottle of cheap Merlot she'd stashed in a drawer. The rain had tapered to a gentle patter, lulling us into a cocoon of warmth. "You're a keeper, Alex," she murmured, her head on my chest. "Who rescues a stranger's art on a first date?" "Not a stranger anymore," I whispered, tracing circles on her shoulder. Our lips met then, soft, tentative, then deepening like the pull of gravity. It was the kind of kiss that rewrites your stars, all fireworks and forgotten floods. But as dawn crept in, painting the room in soft grays, Elena stirred and reached for her phone on the coffee table. Her expression froze, then crumpled. "Alex, we need to talk." My stomach twisted, the classic line. "What's wrong? Did I snore? Hog the blanket?" She sat up, clutching the phone like a lifeline. "No, it's this." She turned the screen toward me. It was a screenshot from SoulSync, our match profile. But side by side with my photo was another, a grinning guy in a leather jacket labeled Alex Thompson, 32, Adventure Seeker. The bio matched mine word for word, and there in the chat history was a message from me to her. "Can't wait for tonight at Le Petit Coq. Bring your sketchbook. We'll doodle our future." I blinked, the room spinning. "That's not me. I mean, it is, but what the hell?" Her eyes widened in horror. "I thought you were him, the real Alex, my ex from college. We broke up 5 years ago after he ghosted me mid-road trip. But last week, he messaged me out of nowhere, apologizing, saying he'd changed. We set up this date through the app. You're not him." The pieces slammed together like a bad rom-com plot. My best friend, in her infinite wisdom or drunken meddling, had created a fake profile using my photos and details, a surprise to push me into dating. She'd even scheduled the date on my behalf, then chickened out on telling me. Meanwhile, Elena's ex, the Alex Thompson, my doppelganger in name and misfortune, had swiped right on her for a redemption arc, only to stand her for who knows. I burst out laughing first, the absurdity hitting like a tidal wave. Elena joined in, tears streaming down her face from mirth, not heartbreak. So I spent the evening with a bonus Alex. The universe has a sick sense of humor. We howled until our sides ached, the Merlot bottle empty between us. As the laughter faded, she looked at me, really looked, and said, "You know, fake Alex or not, this was the best night I've had in years. Floods, mix-ups, and all." In that moment, with the first rays of sun gilding her chaotic studio, I realized the twist wasn't the catfishing or the flood. It was us, two strangers thrown together by glitchy algorithms and cosmic irony, only to find something realer than any scripted romance. "So, then let's make it official," I said, pulling her close. "No apps, no exes, just Elena and the not quite right Alex. Deal?" "Deal," she whispered, sealing it with another kiss. And as we drifted off to sleep, amid drying canvases and the scent of garlic from last night's escargot dreams, I couldn't help but wonder, was this destiny's way of saying, sometimes the wrong turn leads to the right heart? Or was it just Seattle rain playing tricks again? Either way, I wasn't complaining. Our sequel already writing itself.